So in the last session, we have completed one of the type of encryption method, traditional encryption method, that is substitution. And another one we have started with the transposition cipher technique. In transposition cipher technique, we know that the alphabets or the letters which are present in the plain text will be replaced, isn't it? They will be rearranged. The arrangement of plain text alphabets will be only changed. There will not be any different letter substituted for the plain text. This concept is present in the substitution method, right? But in transposition, we are only rearranging the alphabets. We are only applying some permutations. Now, in that transposition cipher technique, we discussed there are two types or two methods are available. One is the Relfens technique and another one is the columnary transposition technique. Okay, this is also divided into two parts. One is the keyed transposition cipher technique and another one is the keyless transposition technique. That means in some examples or in one of the technique, there will not be any key given, that will be keyless. We'll have to directly apply some of the permutation or rearrangement of the alphabets. And in another one, that is transposition, columnary transposition technique, in which in some cases key will be available, or in some examples key is not given. Okay, both the options are open in that columnary transposition technique. Now we also discussed the example based upon the Relfens technique, and we know that what is the Relfens technique, in which we arrange the alphabets in the diagonal order. Okay, and when we read that, we read those letters, we will read that according to the row wise, right? So it is a simple transposition technique which involves writing plain text as a sequence of diagonals and then reading it row by row, right, to produce the cipher text. And because of the nature of this, we can say transposition method, which is very simple, right? By any way, attacker or the intruder can find out the way, or he or she can break the code. So this is very simple technique, and this is also applicable to the short messages only. Okay, so one example we have already solved, that is the corporate breach. One more example is there. So the example is like, this is cryptography session. Okay, and the given one of the notice with the depth 2. Now what is mean by with depth 2? In some of the cases it will be written like with depth 2, with depth 3, like this. And if it is not mentioned anywhere कि depth कितनी रखनी है, then by default it will be 2. But what is mean by depth 2? That means you have to prepare 2 rows. Okay, depth 2 means you will have to write the letters into 2 rows. ऐसे diagonals जो आप लिख रहे हैं उसमें 2 ही रो बनने चाहिए, ठीक है? And if in some cases it may possible with depth 3, with depth 4 will be written. So in that case you have to prepare 4 rows. उस हिसाब से आपको क्या करने हैं, diagonal में prepare करने हैं, ठीक है? Now how to write this? We just simply write this in a diagonal manner as a sequence of diagonals. T H I S I S C R Y P T O G R A P H Y. Okay, so and how we are going to read this? What will be the cipher text for this? Simply we have to read it by row by row. So the cipher text for this plain text will be T I C Y T G A H H S, then the second row H S S R P O R P Y. This will be the cipher text for the given plain text. This is cryptography session. Okay, with the depth 2. So this is very simple method. I hope this is clear. By using the same technique, just write down the cipher text for this plain text. We have received a solution. Write down this example. We have received a solution. There is no any rocket science in this technique. Simple hai. You just have to write down in the sequential diagonal order, and then you will have to read in the row manner. and the given is with depth 3. With depth 3, we have received a solution. This is example, and with depth 3. If the depth value is mentioned, that means how many levels you have to prepare, that is mentioned. यहाँ पे depth 2 था, तो यहाँ पे हमने 2 levels में लिखा. अब depth 3 है, how you are going to write that? WEH, WEH, AVE, REC, आगे के बचे हुए letters, and then you can read it row by row. Let me know the cipher text for this example. In this example, we have missed the session S E double S I O N. इसको complete कर देना आगे, हाँ, अभी बीच में ये पूरा गलत हो जाएगा. I have missed this word session. T I C Y T G A H S S I N H S S R P O R P Y E S O. This will be the cipher text. Okay, let me know for this. We have received a solution with the depth 3. In external vivas, this type of the examples will be asked. External examiner will give you one of the statement, and you will have to encrypt it by using any one of the method. How you are going to write this? WEH, AVE, REC, EIV, EDA, SOL, UTION. You can fill this blank place by using any one of dummy letter, but if you are mentioning, if you are filling this empty space by using the dummy letter, then you will have to mention that in the answer. Okay, so the cipher text is, you have to read this row wise. WAREE SUO EVE IDOTN HE CVALI. Shyam Krishnan right है, Zoha correct, Saidil correct. श्याम कृष्णन, चेक योर साइफर टेक्स्ट. डबल ई आ गया है आपके इधर, EC होना चाहिए, VALI से पहले.
हाँ हाँ, वो एक्चुअली टाइपिंग मिस्टेक हो गया, सॉरी.
Then that is okay. So I hope this is clear. Relfen's cipher technique, Relfen's transposition technique. हाँ, कौन से टाइप में कौन से सब टाइप्स है, उसका एक चार्ट बना के रखो, अपने हमेशा सामने रखो, wherever you are sitting, उसका टाइप्स पता होना जरूरी है. Because if you will miss the basic concept, whether it is a substitution or whether it is transposition method, then your entire algorithm will be wrong. Encryption method will be wrong. So now we will move ahead. We have columnar transposition technique. Columnar transposition technique. Now in this also we have two types. One is the basic technique and another one is multiple round technique. Now, how the data or the plain text will be converted into the ciphertext? There are some steps. The step one is write all the characters of plain text message row by row in a rectangle of predefined size. Okay, if no any key is given, remember I told you there will be two concepts, keyed and the keyless. In some of the examples, key will be mentioned. In some of the examples, it will not be mentioned. So here is the algorithm written by considering key is not mentioned. Okay. So here, write all the character of your plain text message row by row in a rectangle of predefined size. Okay. Read the message in a columnar manner, that is column by column. Whatever the plain text content will be there, that we are going to write in the row by row. Row kitne bana columns, how many columns we have to prepare, that will the predefined size. Now that predefined size will be can be defined or can be analyzed by analyzing the key if it is mentioned. अगर नहीं तो randomly आप अपना खुद का एक key generate करके कोई भी random values लेके according to that column number you can write down your plain text. Okay, now after writing, now you will have to read the message in a columnar manner. First we have written row by row. Okay, and then we are reading it column by column. Now for reading the message, it need not be in the order of columns. It can be any random sequence, and the resultant message is the ciphertext. Okay, now what is mean by this? Suppose if you have chosen the key like 23412. Okay, if this is your key and you have written your plain text into सच टाइप ऑफ कॉलम्स, मतलब इस कॉलम का आपने की ये रखा है, इस कॉलम का की आपने ये रखा है, और ऐसे आपने क्या किया, इधर से प्लेन टेक्स्ट लिख दिया पूरा टेबल में. नाउ हाउ यू आर गोइंग टू रीड दैट? नाउ फ्रॉम दिस की विच वन इज, मतलब फर्स्ट इसमें का कॉलम कौन सा कंसीडर करेंगे? दिस वन, देन टू, देन थ्री, देन फोर एंड देन फाइव. यू शुड नॉट रिपीट. की में कोई भी लेटर रिपीटेड नहीं चाहिए, मतलब अगर दो यहाँ पे है तो दो वापस इधर, ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए. The number should be unique. Okay, and you can read column by column, like you can consider this as a first column to read the content. You can consider this as a second column. You can consider this as a third column. If you want 1 2 3 4 5, आप ये भी सिलेक्ट कर सकते हो. तो पहला कॉलम ये रीड होगा, सेकंड ये, थर्ड ये, फोर्थ ये, फिफ्थ ये, like this. Okay, simple है. You just have to write all the plain text into the row way. रो में लिखना है आपको, रो वाइज लिखना है, एंड देन यू हैव टू रीड कॉलम वाइज. रैंडमली आप कॉलम का सीक्वेंस सिलेक्ट कर सकते हैं. Now let us see this technique by solving one of the example. The question is attack postponed until 2 a.m. This is my statement, attack postponed until 2 a.m. How we have how we are going to write this? Suppose I will choose 7 columns. So I will write in the row manner A double T, and I will select the key like 4 3 1 2 5 7 and the 6. Okay, ये मेरे की है 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. क्या किया मैंने? 7 letters 7 numbers लिए हैं और ये मेरे की जनरेट किया. This is my random key. You can create your own. 4 3 1 2 5 7 6. Okay, I will write here 4 3 1 2 5 7 and the 6. Now I'll just have to write this plain text into this table. ATT ATT ACK POST PONED UNTIL TWOAM. Now here you can see 3 places are left, right? So you can fill this by the dummy letter XYZ if you want, or if you want to leave it blank, that is also okay. But in the case of this columnary transposition technique, it will be better if you will fill the dummy letters, or if you will mention whenever you are solving in exam, you will have to write XYZ are the dummy letters. Okay. And how we are going to read this? What will be the ciphertext for this? Now we are going to write or we are going to read the letters column wise. But कौन सा column पहले आएगा? According to this sequence. So this one column will be first T, T, N, A. Then the second column A, P, T, M. Third column T, S, U, O. Fourth column A, O, D, W. Then fifth C, O, I, X. Then sixth column P, E, T, Z. Then seventh K, N, L, U. So this will be the cipher text for the plain text attack postponed until 2 AM. Fine? समझ में आ रहा है? Yash, is it clear? Roll number 33. Yash, unmute yourself. आवाज नहीं आ रही आपकी. You're talking but you are not audible. ठीक है. Some other one, Ashok. Oh, sorry. Darshan. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Then solve this example. If it is clear, then solve this one. क्या ले? Computer networks. And this is our plain text. And the key given here is?
Ma'am, now can you hear?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. I got it.
हाँ, मैंने देखा तुम्हारा chat box में. Okay, fine. Plain text is computer networks and the key given is layer. Okay. अब क्या करना है? As usual method. If you want the number for this layer, you will have to write down the number, respective number for these letters. L क्या represent करता है? A क्या represent है? A will represent 0. Like that. बाकी के letters के लिए भी numbers represent करो. And then prepare a table, matrix बनाओ, उसमें row wise लिखो, and then read it column wise. And let me know the cipher text for this. Plain text given is computer networks and the key given is the layer. Okay, Anjali. So now this letter can be represented by the number. L will be having the value 11. A is 0. Then क्या है? Y is 24. Then E is 4. And R is what? 17. Okay. So 11, 0, 24, 4, and the 17. Now we are going to write this, our plain text, into the row COMPUTERNETWORK and the S. Okay, we are going to use the dummy letters. Same letters Anjali ने जो use किए हैं VX, YZ will be the dummy letters which we are going to use. V, X, Y, and the Z. Okay. Now we have to read this, right? How we are going to read? This will be the first line. उसके बाद कौन है? This will be the second. Now this will be the third column. Then this is fourth, and this will be fifth. Right? So O, E, W, V, P, N, R, Y, C, T, T, S, U, E, K, Z, M, R, O, X. O, E, W, V, P. Yes, P, N, R, Y, C, T, T, S, U, E, K, Z, M, R, O, X. Correct. अदिति करेक्ट है, अंजलि करेक्ट है। सिर्फ 2 ही लोगों ने सॉल्व किया है, अदर्स इसमें कुछ डाउट है क्या? सिंपल है, सॉल्व वन मोर। बाकी लोगों से भी अभी आंसर चाहिए मुझे। द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज, द प्लेन टेक्स्ट गिवन इज, ट्रांसपोजिशन, ठीक है, ट्रांसपोजिशन विल बी द प्लेन टेक्स्ट and the key given is 43152. Plain text given is transposition and the key given is 43152. Solve. Let me know the ciphertext. Write your ciphertext into chat box. Okay. Okay, let me check. अरे ट्रांसपोजिशन की स्पेलिंग में एन रह गया इधर, आपने लिया है क्या फिर सॉल्व करते वक्त? ट्रांसपोजिशन, ओके। आपने बिना एन के भी सॉल्व किया है तो भी ज्यादा फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा, एक लेटर मिस वहां पे चेंज हो जाएगा बस। Okay, TRANSPOSITION. I'm going to use X and the Y for as a dummy. Then I will have to read it column by column. ASNSTY, then ROO, then TPI and NIX. Let me check किस किस का आया है। Ishan, how it is NYZ, starting with the NYZ? Check one more time. ASNSTR, okay, S, Z, okay. Y and Z, okay. But even if it is YZ, if you even if you are using the YZ, NYZ पहले कैसे आएगा? ASY ऐसा होगा तो मैं समझ सकती थी। Check one more time. Transposition N आपने पहले YZ dummy text, yeah, okay. Ishan, please check your ciphertext. Vikas, ASN, okay, TNPNY. Yes, correct. Zoha. Mhm. Vishnu, correct. Then Mansi, right. Okay, fine. Almost all are correct. So we will move ahead. This is the end of your transposition technique, in which we have used with the key. Without the key, you will have to just write down all the plain text into the row wise. Okay, and you will have to read the content column wise. Column sequence according to the given key you can decide, or your own key you can decide, and then you can read the content. Okay, that will be your final ciphertext. So this is one of the type of columnar, one of the type of transposition technique, that is columnar transposition technique. And one more, that is Relfein's transposition technique. Right, these are the two types under the transposition technique. Substitution technique, in substitution technique we were having some of the types like Caesar cipher. Can you revise? कितने लोगों को याद है substitution technique के types? Caesar cipher 1, 2, another one is mono alphabetic cipher. Then next type, yes, polyalphabetic type. Caesar cipher, mono alphabetic, polyalphabetic. Third, Playfair cipher, Hill cipher. Then sorry,
Visioner cipher.
क्या बोल रहे हैं, सुनाई नहीं दिया.
Visioner cipher.
Visioner cipher, right. Visioner cipher. And one more, the last one.
Varnam cipher.
Yes, Varnam cipher. So these were the types for substitution method, and all are included under the traditional encryption method, that is called as symmetric encryption method. Symmetric and the asymmetric, these are the basic types of traditional encryption methods. Under symmetric, we have discussed the substitution and the transposition method. What is mean by some symmetric method? Where the receiver and the sender both will use the same key for the encryption as well as for the decryption purpose. I hope the concept is clear. Now, let us move ahead. Now we'll have the next point, that is steganography. We just have to discuss about this. We'll have to just learn the concept behind this. Okay, इसका ज़्यादा details नहीं है. We'll just have to learn about the basics. Now, what is steganography? It is, we can say, a method in which whatever your secret message will be there, that will be hidden in a cover media, isn't it? That will be hidden by using any one of the media from the text or the audio or video or the images. Whatever your secret message will be there, that will be hidden under the text, audio, video, or the images, or by using any one of the protocol also. Okay. So basically, this steganography, this letter or this word was, we can say, derived from the Greek word. One is called as the stegnos. Stegnos means which is covered. ठीक है, covered या फिर concealed जिसको हम कहते हैं. And the another word is graphia. Graphia. What is graphia? That is writing. So ये Greek word से आया था letter stegnos and the graphia, which means something or the secret, any secret message which will be hidden in a covered media. Now, remember one thing, steganography is different from your cryptography. ये दो चीजें अलग अलग है. क्रिप्टोग्राफी में हम क्या करते हैं, we encrypt, we give some methods, some कुछ मैथमेटिकल हम लोग अप्लाई करते हैं, उसमें कैलकुलेशंस या फिर सब्स्टिट्यूशन करते हैं, ट्रांसपोजिशन करते हैं, and then we provide some cipher text, है ना. But steganography में क्या होता है, simply we are covering, We are not encrypting, we are not substituting something else apart at the place of your plain text, या फिर ओरिजिनल डेटा हम लोग सब्सटीट्यूट नहीं कर रहे हैं किसी चीज से, उसको कन्वर्ट नहीं कर रहे हैं किसी और फॉर्म में. We are only hiding the data by using some of the media, right? That is the steganography. ये difference है, main difference है between the steganography and the cryptography, but both will be used for providing the security over the data, isn't it? Data के ऊपर security हमें चाहिए, and that is why we are using this. But if we are going to use the steganography and the cryptography togetherly, then we can provide the very, we can say, a strong security for the data, isn't it? If we are going to apply first the encryption, suppose हम लोग किसी plain data पे secret message पे encryption apply करते हैं, that means now that data will not be in the readable form. Whenever we encrypt any data, that means what we do, we just convert that data into the unreadable format. पहले readable होता है जिसको हम encrypt करते हैं, फिर वो unreadable बन जाता है. If we are converting and we are receiving the ciphertext, and then that ciphertext, if we are hiding in some media, in some image, in some video, okay, and then if we are sending, then that will be very strong, we can say, transformation technique, है ना? Because if any intruder, if he or she will manage to break the data, ठीक है, if it will manage to access the gain of the data अगर उसको मिल भी गया तो भी क्या होगा, first that intruder have to find out the hidden data. मतलब steganography जब हमने अप्लाई किया है उसको पहले ब्रेक करना पड़ेगा. That intruder has to find out the data first of all, and even if he or she manages to gain the data, जो भी hidden data है वो अगर उसको मिल भी गया, then still that intruder have to apply decryption process then, because ciphertext है, unreadable format है, तो समझ ही नहीं आएगा, जो भी मिला है वो समझ भी नहीं आएगा. So this is very, we can say, secure or strong. हम उसको that togetherly can provide more protection on the data, right? And what is the difference between the steganography and the cryptography? As I said, steganography covers or it is, that means the covered writing, isn't it? Covered writing. And cryptography is what? Secret writing, we can say. उसको हम क्या करते हैं, दूसरे ही फॉर्म में कन्वर्ट कर देते हैं, that is the secret writing. But steganography is, अगर हम कंपेयर करते हैं with the cryptography, is less popular ज्यादा नहीं है as compared to the cryptography, because only we are hiding the data as it is. हम क्या कर रहे हैं, हाइड कर रहे हैं, so इसलिए ज्यादा भी यूज नहीं किया जाता. If we are merging some of the another techniques with the steganography, then that is okay, but only steganography as compared to the cryptography is less popular. वहां पे cryptography ज्यादा popular है. Difference between the steganography and the cryptography can be asked into the university examination as well as in your external examination. Now, suppose if any attack will happen on the steganographic data, then it will be called as steganalysis. Okay, if you remember in the first session of our cryptography, we have also learned if any whatever the attacks happen on the ciphertext, अगर वो break होता है या break करने की कोशिश होती है, then it is called, that attack name is cryptanalysis, that we have already discussed, right? Now, one more difference we also can consider, कि whatever the principles, security principles we apply, in that security principles, this steganography supports confidentiality and the authentication. These authentication, confidentiality, non-repudiation, ये सब चीजें हमने पहले earlier sessions में पढ़ा है, right? So it supports the confidentiality and authentication security principle, whereas cryptography we already know कि क्या क्या support करता है. It supports confidentiality, authentication, as well as data integrity, then non-repudiation. This type of the security principles जो है वो support किया जाता है by cryptography, whereas steganography only support to the confidentiality and the authentication. Okay. Now, also एक basic या फिर एक मेजर डिफरेंस ये भी है कि क्रिप्टोग्राफी इन्वॉल्व्स लॉट ऑफ यूसेज ऑफ नंबर थ्योरी और उसमें ज्यादा मैथमेटिक्स होता है, ठीक है, टू मॉडिफाई द डेटा इन क्रिप्टोग्राफी, whereas in the steganography we are not that much using the mathematical transformations. उसमें ज्यादा mathematical transformation involved ही नहीं है in the steganography. Okay, so steganography is simply which is used or which is covered writing, and we are hiding the data, we are hiding the secret message by using images, by using audio, by using text, by using some of the protocols. Okay, that is the steganography. Now the next point is, just a minute, let me take the page. This is the new chapter from the first unit, modular arithmetic and the number theory. In this topic, we have to learn some of the basic concept or basic calculations which we will require in while we are going to apply, while we are going to learn some of the major encryption methods like AES algorithm, DES algorithm, RSA algorithm, Diffie-Hellman-Key algorithm. ये सब जो algorithms हम आगे आने वाले lectures में देखेंगे, for those type of the encryption methods and those algorithms, we will require some basic, we can say, calculations. GCD कैसे calculate करने हैं, what is Euclid's algorithm, what is Euclid theorem, Chinese remainder theorem. So for those we will require, we will have to revise some of the basic concepts from the mathematics. Okay, now in cryptography there are, we can say, certain mathematical backgrounds will be used for understanding the modular data encryption method. Okay, and it also to introduce certain applications in some of the area of cryptography. Mostly certain areas of number theory and the, we can say, algebra techniques will be used to design some crypto systems. Like as I said, DES and the EES, these are the most popular algorithms. So in which we will be using concept from this modular arithmetic and the number theory. Okay, now whenever we talk about the basics of number theory, at that time two things come around, is integer arithmetic, and the another one is binary operations. Integer arithmetic and the binary operation. Now what is this integer arithmetic? Basically it is used to create some of the background for, we can say, modular arithmetic, like the set of integer number which will be represented by any one of the single alphabet. Simply we can say that Z is equals to the set of any integer. Okay, set of integer. So it will be either -3, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, 3, like this. Okay, simply a set of integer. Binary operation is what? See, in cryptography, different binary operations will be applied, will be used to on the set of your integer values. Okay. Among all the basic, or we can say all the operations, most widely used basic operations are addition, subtraction, and the multiplication. Here we are not using the division operation, because whatever the answer it will give after the division operation, it is not mandatory कि वो हमेशा integer रहेगा, है ना? So we are not using the division directly while we are performing any encryption method, but we are using the addition, subtraction, and the multiplication operation. See, ऑब्जेक्टिव टाइप ऑफ क्वेश्चंस जो आपके कॉम्पिटिटिव एग्जाम्स रहते हैं या एक्सटर्नल एग्जाम्स के टाइम पे भी मोस्ट वाइडली यूज्ड बेसिक बाइनरी ऑपरेशंस कौन से हैं जो आप यूज करते हैं नंबर ऑफ इंक्रिप्शन मेथड्स में, जो असिमेट्रिक मेथड्स हैं उसमें आप कौन से यूज करते हैं? दिस मतलब इतना बेसिक क्वेश्चन भी पूछा जा सकता है, सो यू शुड नो अबाउट दिस. ओके, सिंपली वी विल स्टार्ट विथ just we will revise some of the concept. Prime number, everyone knows what is prime number, isn't it? It is a positive integer which is greater than 1, or and also which is divisible by only 1, right? Any prime number, if you can example, suppose 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, these are the prime numbers. See, I know you know the concept of prime number, what is mean by prime number, but remember, prime number then relatively prime number, these two concepts, these two term we are going मतलब इतना heavily use किया गया है in the further algorithms, so you should know about the prime number as well as the relatively prime number. Now what is mean by relatively prime number? If the two numbers are relatively prime to one another, when we can say this, two numbers are relatively prime to one another, when they will have no common factor except one. Okay, relative prime number, when we can say two numbers are the relatively prime number when they have no common factor except one. For example, ले लो जैसे 3 and 5, right? They have only one common factor, that is 1. One more example, if you will take 21 and the 44, these two numbers are also having only one common factor, that is 1. So these two numbers are relatively prime to each other. Okay, see, you should understand कि relatively prime number कैसे होते हैं, because when you are going to solve the further algorithms, that time you have to select मतलब ऐसे कुछ numbers लेने होते हैं ना, those are relatively prime to each other, it should be relatively prime to each other, you need to check the whether the numbers are relatively prime to each other or not. So at that time you should know कि prime मतलब इस तरीके की केस होती क्या है. That means they will not have any common factor except the one. Those number will be called as the relatively prime number, and prime number we know already, right? So by you after this we need to calculate the GCD. GCD, everyone, I think everyone is aware about the GCD, the greatest common divisor, isn't it? Greatest common divisor of, we can say, two positive integers. If we will consider any A and B value, if A and B are two positive integers, then the GCD of this two positive integer is the largest number or any largest integer that can divide both the integers, isn't it? GCD of this A and B will be the largest integer number that can divide both the integers, right? See, remember, most needed concept of your cryptography is GCD and the prime numbers. And under prime number, you will have relatively prime number also. So these are the three very basic concepts. Okay. So in tomorrow's session, we will see how to calculate the GCD as well as by using the Euclid's theorem, how we are going to calculate the GCD, and then we will see extended Euclid's algorithm and Chinese remainder theorem. Okay. So I'm ending the session here. Mark your attendance in the chat box. If already marked, you can leave the session.